Hey guys, this is Kuya Kart. I travel around the Philippines eating at different local restaurants to practice my Tagalog.
Baka panoorin! Baka panoorin!
Wag na lang ate, ilinaloko mo ako ah.
Gago kami!
The perfect bite. Di ba pare? Wow, wow, wow. You can really taste the MSG. Today we are in Barangay Pembo in the authentic Chinese cuisine, open 24 hours. Dito siya sa kalsadang, anong pangalan nito? Sampaguita Street. Sampaguita is yung pambansang bulaklak ng Pilipinas dito, guys. So I was just driving along my little scoot, trying to find a place to eat. It's interesting because it's Holy Week now. It's Holy Week. Ang ingay. It's Holy Week here, guys, in the Philippines. Today is Thursday. I think that's called Maundy, M-A-U-N-D-Y, Maundy Thursday. I don't know what that means. So back where I'm from, guys, in Utah, and kind of like mostly in the entire U.S., there's not like huge amount of Catholics, unless you're in like Boston, or I think there might be a large Catholic population in Chicago or near. Anyway, if you're not in a large population of Catholics like I am from Utah, where there's hardly any, we don't know anything about Holy Week. So this is all new to me. I'm just learning. It's really fun. Manila is dead. Walang traffic, walang tao. Sabi nila lahat ng mga tao dito sa Manila, uuwi sila sa kanilang mga kanya-kanyang probinsya para maano sila. Oh, nagula rito! Anyway, so I saw this restaurant, guys. I saw that they have meat, and I was told that we are not able to eat meat today or tomorrow. So until tomorrow, Friday, they said you can only eat fish. So we'll find out if that's true or not. Apo, pabili. Ate, sabi nila bawal ang karne ngayon, di ba? Bawal ang karne, ang sabi nila. Pwede. Yung sabi ng mga tambay doon, sabi nila, ano sabi nila? Bawal ang karne, ang pwede ang sampalok. Tama ba yun? Anong sampalok?
Sampalok yung ano yung prutas, parang prutas.
Ay, prutas. Parang bastos yung sinabi niya or hindi? Akala ko na parang linaloko niya ako. Guys, ito yung barkadang authentic Chinese cuisine resto. Ito yung leader nila. Anong pangalan, kuya?
Yung Bulgara po.
Anong shoutout? Anong shoutout mo?
Shoutout pala sa taga Tabunan,
Ayun.
Sorsogon.
Ate, anong talagang pinakasikat nyo dito? Anong pinakamabenta?
Ano po? Lechon Macau, tsaka lechon kawali po.
Yung sa'yo, anong pinakagusto mo?
Para sa akin, lechon Macau, tsaka ito, salt and shrimp people.
Salt and pepper shrimp. Masarap yun. Siguro, pwede akong subukan yung, guys, may audience kami dito. Live audience na itong vlog na ito, guys. Siguro pwede kong subukan yung lechon Macau. At tapos, may mga, paano sabihin nito? Pampagana, appetizer. Meron ba kayong appetizer?
Wala.
Ay, wala. Siguro yun lang. Subukan natin yung lechon Macau. At anong mga inumin nyo? Meron ba?
Wala kaming drinks, sir.
Ay, okay lang.
Naubusan.
Bibili lang ako sa Sari-Sari store dito na malapit. Gano'ng katagal ang kailangan nyo para sa pagluluto?
Mga ano lang yan, sir, 5 minutes.
5 minutes lang? Oh, sige. Actually, pwede bang yung lechon Macau pero sa meal na ganito? Pwede ba yun?
Pwede po, sir.
Oh, sige. Anong masarap dito?
Dynasty po.
Oh, sige. Ito na nga lang.
Sige.
Ay, dito pala. So, may kasama siyang pansit.
Crackers.
Ayun, ito na. Kasi gutom na gutom ako.
Rice ka na.
Oh, sige. Yun na lang sa akin. Sige, thank you, kuya. Okay, guys. Hanapin natin isang sari-sari store. At bibilhin natin isang Mountain Dew siguro. Guys, they have a lot. I've never actually been to a Chinese restaurant here. But I think just like Chinese restaurants in America, I think Chinese restaurants here have like their own spin. Like it's like a Chinese food with a spin. Look at that. So guys, hanapin natin isang sari-sari store. So this is where it gets fun, guys. I walk with this camera. Magandang gabi po. So I walk with the camera, guys, and this is where people really start to like want shout outs. And then, they've got lemonade here, guys. Let's go try some lemonade. Okay, guys, we're gonna get crazy here in just a second. Wait for it. Anong shout out?
Baka panoorin!
Ang lakas ng shout out mo!
Baka panoorin! Baka
Guys,
panoorin, Carmina!
wag na lang.
Baka panoorin!
Okay guys, hanapin lang natin ang sari-sari store. Yes! Ang galing niya mag-English! Ay, may sari-sari store dito guys. Opo! Musta ate? May mineral water ba kayo? Pwede yung malaki sa akin? 25. Guys, I have no idea what that homeless crazy woman said, so you'll have to translate for me in the comments. Thank you po. Keep the change po. Thank you. Okay guys, now we gotta walk back through the gauntlet with homegirl here.
Baka panoorin.
Wag na lang ate, ilinaloko mo ako ah.
Gago kami. Ay, nakamiss Cartina.
I have no idea what she said guys. But I know it was probably bastos. But at least we got our tubik. And guys, I can explain, okay? I'm wearing my gym shorts and my shoes. What is my camera doing? I'm wearing the gym shorts and the shoes and my gym shirt because let me explain. I went to the gym before this, okay? Just shut up and let me explain. I went to the gym, okay? No, I went to the gym earlier and barely worked out. This is not even a great workout. I was super sleepy, so I took a 30-minute nap and then I woke up and it was already 4 o'clock and the sun sets at like 6 p.m. here. I was like, I gotta get outside before the sun sets. And I said, do I shower and get changed? Because I'm just gonna sweat again. So I said, wag na lang. So I'm fulfilling the stereotype of the smelly foreigner here in Manila. But at least I got deodorant and cologne on, guys. Okay guys, dito na lang tayo. Let's see where's a good, oh yeah, it's perfect. So let's put this here. So first time trying Chinese food in the Philippines. What did that lady say, guys? She was acting all kinds of crazy. And you know me. Okay. All right, we're settled, guys. You know me. I don't mess around with crazy people. When I was in the Marine Corps, here's a little story time while we're waiting. Hold on, let me gulp some water while you guys watch. So when I was in the Marine Corps, we do all kinds of different like combat training in the Marines, especially in the infantry, like I was in. When I was in the Marine Infantry, you do a lot of hand-to-hand combat training. So we do like knife training. We do like, you know, if your weapon runs out of ammunition, we train to like fight with it as like a baton. We do grappling, wrestling. We do judo. We just all kinds of stuff. And we learn all of like the cheap tricks too, like gouging out someone's eyes by plunging your thumbs into their eye sockets. All the fun stuff that we never get to use. And during that training, I had a knife instructor, so someone who teaches you how to fight with a knife and how to defend yourself against a knife. The girl that I walked past, who was sitting next to her Lola, like 5 seconds ago, guys, she followed me here. I saw her out of the corner of my eye, stopped, pulled out her phone, went through it, and then now she's been walking circles. Because I think she recognizes me and she probably wants to ask for a photo, maybe not, and she's just shy to do it. So she's just hanging out, looking at her phone, stalking me. So anyway, I had a knife instructor who said, here's the one thing that you should know. If you are an actual fighter, like you know how to defend yourself, you know how to defend other people, the first thing that you will do when a confrontation happens is number one, walk away. And the reason that is your primary defense is because he said, first of all, people who are like trying to egg you on and want to fight and they're like, fight me, let's go. Those are typically people who don't know how to fight and their egos are causing them to act out in hopes that you won't fight them or you'll back down. And usually they're the easiest to beat up. I'll just say that. But your first defense is to walk away. And the reason you walk away is because he said, you have no idea who that person is that you want to fight or wants to fight you. You have no idea what their mental history is. You have no idea how much stress they have in their life. And maybe they're just looking for that one place to release all of that anger and just, you know, pent up aggression. And he said something to the effect of, we are all garbage trucks going around in life, collecting garbage and compressing it. Don't be, here she comes, guys. Okay, now I gotta deal with this. Anyway, he said, don't be the person who they dump the garbage onto. Bawal ate! Linaloko mo ako, ha? Ah? Ewan ko lang, guys. I have no idea what she's saying. I'm not gonna put her on camera because she's obviously struggling mentally, so we're not gonna do anything. So anyway, that's why I say is women like people like that. If that ever turned into something that escalated, your number one defense is just to walk away, because you don't know what they've gone through in their life. You don't know if they're stressed beyond imagination. You don't know if they're ready to snap and because that's how that's how normal, regular people who are very non-violent, that's how they end up murdering someone, is because they just get so much garbage piled up into their garbage truck, and to the point where there's no more room and they have to dump it on someone. So that's why I don't engage in road rage. If someone is if I accidentally cut someone off in traffic and they start honking their horns and flipping me off, as much as I would want to do that back, because who does that? I always remember, you don't know what they're going through. And of course, that's no excuse for bad behavior. We should all strive to behave accordingly. So I think if we all kind of mag-chill lang, makikichill tayo, and we all kind of just understood that everybody has trash that they're collecting. Don't be the reason someone dumps their trash on you. Ay, wow!
Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
Ang galing.
The Bluetooth device.
Ikaw ba yung head chef?
Opo.
Ay, wow! Okay. Dapat mabuksan mo yung sariling resto, no? Pangarap mo yun. Pwede mong ipaliwanag para sa camera kung ano yung mga laman dito? Meron nating
Bakaw, tsaka pansit, crackers, yung chow rice.
Okay guys, we got the crackers, we got the noodles, we got the kawali, we got the rice. Let's flip this around for a nice good one, a nice good image. And then of course guys, we're gonna leave these hardworking staff with a nice big tip today. All right, so let's go with the lechon kawali, guys. This is a really nice way to eat meat. And I always like to take a piece of the meat first and just taste it. You guys hear that? That's good. Ooh, that's very flavorful. Wow. That's very good. So guys, lechon is already a 10 out of 10. Let's start with a little bit of rice. That's good. Whatever they got in this rice, guys, is actually really, really good. It's very flavorful. And let's try this sauce, whatever it is. That's for the lechon. So anyway, guys, long story short, don't mess with people if you don't know them, because you never know if they're going to dump their garbage on you. Don't be the reason someone empties their dump truck on you. Okay, let's try this pancit, guys. That is amazingly hot. It was burned my tongue, guys. I didn't think it was going to be that piping hot. Oh wow. Wow. You can really taste the MSG. That's so good. I'm just kidding, guys. This is really flavorful. And it looks like they have different size noodles. So it looks like they got the the pancit style noodles. What a great combination this is. All right, let's try some of this lechon. This is really good lechon, guys. And then let's try a little bit of the noodles with a little bit of the. It's so funny, guys, because Manila is practically dead right now. Look at this. There's typically it's wall-to-wall traffic. I've been on this street before. Sampaguita Street, Barangay Pembo. This is how do we get Manila like this all the time, guys? Do we have to what do we do? How do we get Manila? So I guess we would have to make big economic centers out of other regions, right? We'd have to make, because the reason why so many people come to Manila is because this is where a lot of the economic opportunity is, right? So if we start spreading out the economic opportunity so people don't have to travel from the provinces to here. How do we do that, guys? Sabihin mo lang sa akin, tapos gagawin ko. Okay, guys. As my mentor and best friend, Ninong Rai says, the perfect bite. Di ba, pare? Oh, wow. That is so flavorful. That is really, really good. A little bit of the sauce on here. That's like the perfect amount of meat too. It's not too much meat. It's not too little meat. It's the perfect amount of meat. I was really hoping these were eggs when I first saw it. I could really go for a Mountain Dew right now. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So I know I see some questions in the comments occasionally of like what I did in the Marines, where I went, and it's just so wild because like I'm 42 now, guys, turning 43 in June. Jeez Louise. And it's interesting because I feel like most people are like this. Like I still feel in my head like I'm a 25-year-old kid, right? Do other people feel like that? And then I look in the mirror, I'm like, man, I got gray in my beard, I got wrinkles coming into my forehead. It's like, this is aging, but like I still feel young at heart. This is not surprising because I'm pretty immature. So I'll try to do better talking about my different Marine Corps experiences as they come up. It was really good. Chinese food in the Philippines. And of course we have election season here in the Philippines. But because it's Holy Week started yesterday, I haven't seen one like truck or jeepney or anything driving around with a speaker blasting political music, political parody songs. So I don't know if they just stop out of respect for like Holy Week or if they're just like, I don't know. Everybody's tired of it already. I haven't had Chinese food in forever. But anyway, you guys tell me in the comments what you would want me to talk about when it comes to my time in the Marine Corps. I mean, the basics. I walked into the Army Recruiting Center on my 16th birthday, ready to sign up for the Army. They told me to come back when I'm 17 with my parents, and then that was it. And then I walked next door to the Marines, and they said, you can't join yet, but let's get you into the delayed entry program, the DEP. Delayed Entry Program, DEP. And it's basically where you like go on runs with the recruiters, you help them, you like go to events with them, you help them set up equipment. Basically you're like the recruiter's assistants. But it helps you get prepared for boot camp because you learn the Marine Corps rank structure, you learn proper terminology, you learn all of that stuff. So I did that on my from 16 to 17. And then on my 17th birthday, I had to go in with my parents and sign my 6-year-long infantry contract. My mom said it was the worst birthday present she's ever given one of her children. But she came around. I was the first kid out of 8. Out of 8 of us, brothers and sisters, I was the first one to join the military because it's something I always wanted to do. My dad was Army. He was in the Army for like 22 years. So I always wanted to join. What's that? So, from 16 to 17, I was in the delayed entry program, working with the recruiters, doing Marine Corps kind of stuff. 17 to 18, I was still in high school, and instead of doing stuff with the recruiters, I opted to join a program called CAT-P, Category Pay. Basically, it means you're a high school senior. You go to the local reserve unit of wherever you live, so for me it was Salt Lake, and you train with the local reserve Marine unit once a month when they have their drills, which is usually like Friday morning till Sunday night. So for my entire senior year of high school, I was basically doing all of the stuff that infantry Marines do when they train as a reservist. And it was very difficult. I wanted to quit several times because it's going from being a straight civilian into training with infantry Marines is like, it's not for the faint of heart. And there was a couple times where I said, this is stupid, I'm not gonna join. But I stayed in. I shipped off to boot camp on June 9th, 2000, like 7 days before my birthday. And then went through boot camp, 3 months, went through infantry training, another 3 months, broke my foot the last week of training because some idiot from Montana dropped a grenade launcher on my foot and broke my third metatarsal, I believe. So I had to go to rehabilitation for 3 months with a boot. And then after my foot was healed, I was able to finish my last week of infantry training. And that was the beginning of my Marine Corps career. And then over the next 11 years, I went on 3 deployments to Latin and South America, East Africa. And my last deployment was to Fallujah, Iraq, which was tons of fun. You know, as much fun as deploying to a combat zone in the Middle East at 25 years old can be. And then after 11 years, in 2010, so I joined in 2009, or 1999. In 2010, I said, F this, I want out. And I got out. And the unit I was assigned to was really pissed off because they just promoted me to staff sergeant. So I had an entire platoon of Marines that I was in charge of. And like 2 months later, I said, I'm out, I'm done. And they tried to get me to stay because they didn't have anyone to fill my position. But like if I was in the Army or the Air Force, and in that very same scenario, they would have offered me $30,000, $50,000 as a signing bonus to re-enlist for another 4 years. But in the Marine Corps, we don't get any of that because we have the lowest budget of the military. So we don't get any signing bonuses. We don't get any of that good stuff. And then I got out. And I really loved my time in the Marine Corps, but I wouldn't do it again. If I could go back in time and advise young Kurt, and if I was dead set on being in the Marines, I would have said, go to college first, get a bachelor's degree, become an officer, because that's a much better life than an enlisted man. But also, I don't want to get political on my channel. My channel is all about good vibes, but, you know, this is a channel that's essentially my perspective on things, right? My perspective on Filipino culture, my perspective on Filipino food, my perspective on all of those things, because it's my perspective. I can't talk about other people's perspective. I can only talk about my own. And so hearing about my perspective is part of this channel. So when I got out of the Marine Corps, myself and like just a lot of veterans became very disillusioned with the government. Because I lost like 6 friends during the war on terror. So I lost 6 friends to combat. And when we pulled out of Iraq and the place fell apart, when we pulled out of Afghanistan and the place fell apart, myself and a lot of my buddies were left thinking, the hell did we just do for the last 20 years? What were we doing? Like, why did we do all of this? And so I think a lot of us kind of became disillusioned with the government because we joined the military because we felt like such gratitude to be American. We feel like America is a special place. We felt like it needed to be protected. And then at the end of it, it kind of feels like we were just pawns, you know, just used by governments to, I don't even know what purpose. So, and I still feel kind of like that. You know, it's a tough feeling to get over. I loved my time in the Marine Corps. I value the friendships that I made. I have lifelong friends that I made there because when you become friends with people through shared hardship, it's such a tight bond. So I love that aspect to it. But I don't miss being told where to go, what to do, what to wear, what to say, what to eat, how to dress. I don't miss any of that. Look at me. I'm wearing a beard and a backwards baseball cap. You can't beat that. So anyway, I don't want to sound too jaded. I loved my time in the Marine Corps. I love the friendships that I made. I value the experiences that I had, the lessons that I learned. But I wouldn't do it again. That's masarap, guys. Let's pay. Let's leave these guys a nice tip. And let's get out of here before the sun goes down. So I think they said it's 249. So let's find 1, 2, 100, 249. I think that's right. Yeah, 100, 249. And then let's bless these guys with a little bit of a tip for later. Okay, let's go, guys. Sige, thank you, guys. Di, joke lang. Di pa ako nagbayad. Magkano yan sa akin? 249? 249. Okay lang sa sukli, keep the change. Tapos may konting sorpresa ako para sa inyo. Ako ang bahala sa merienda nyo mamaya.
Thank you, sir.
Pero ito yung leader, sa kanya na lang. Bahala ka dyan, ah? Sige. Sige, thank you, guys. You know, guys, I use the same joke a lot because it's the first time that they hear it. You know, it's like a comedian when they go on tour, they use the same jokes in every stadium. I'm like a traveling comedian, more like a clown, more like isang payaso, payasa. But that joke always gets a laugh. Anyway, so this is Barangay Pembo, paggabi. It's pretty nice. Ooh, we got some buko juice over there. Buko juice with sounds so good right now. It's gotten a little busier, guys. You can see. But still, like, it's usually wall-to-wall, bumper-to-bumper traffic here on this street. It's picking up a little bit as the sun goes down and all the vampires come out. Kasi ang Pilipinas, ito ay isang bansa ng mga vampiro. Kasi lalabas lamang sila paggabi. So anyways, guys, if you want to try authentic Chinese food with a little bit of Filipino twist, and you don't want to eat at Chowking, dito na lang kayo sa Barangay Pembo at Authentic Chinese Food House on Bougainvillea Street and Sampaguita. Okay, guys, I'm gonna head home. I kind of want dessert. What is dessert? You guys told me in the comments of one of my videos, gosh dang it, malandi? No, that's flirty. Ano ba yung dessert sa Tagalog? Yung kakainin mo na matamis pagkatapos ng putahe. I always feel bad when I say putahe because one, I don't know if it's a word that's used a lot. But the translation is like meal, dish, plate, like food on a plate. So I don't know. I think it's something that's used. I don't know. Every time I use it, I feel bad because it sounds like a swear word in Spanish. Anyway, guys, hanggang sa susunod. Oh, it's picking up. It's getting a little busy, guys. Look at this. We got the motorcycle gang coming through. Thanks for joining me on this vlog, guys. I got so many people just smiling. This is what I love about the Philippines, guys. They're so GD friendly here. If I was doing this in the States, I would get people like jumping in front of the camera, acting like fools, and probably try to rob me. But like here in the Philippines, everybody's chill. Everybody just wants to be part of the fun. Because it really is true, guys. Mas masaya dito sa Pilipinas. Kapag nandito kayo, mag-chill lang kayo, mag-enjoy ka lang. Para, ewan ko lang. Basta ganyan ang buhay. Ganyan ang buhay ng mga vlogger katulad ko. Ganyan ang buhay ng mga puti katulad ko dito sa Pilipinas. Now I'm just stalling, guys. Okay, samantala, maraming salamat, guys. Hanggang susunod, ako si Kuya Kurt, yung pinakagwapong kaibigan mong nagtatagalog Amerikano. Kita kids.